Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. This is what happens when you steal from St. Jude's. But as you're trying to still wrap your head around this, you just hear like a voice. It's like, entity, ensure infused organisms produce energy. You don't know what the hell that means. Can you hear me? Hello? Oh, you're muted if you're talking. Okay. Did you hear what I said? Yeah. It said, and. Oh, go ahead. There's no one in the bus, or you don't see anyone around outside. Then it just repeats itself. Entity, ensure infused organisms create energy. You hear like a little click, and you look down at your leg, and you see part of it kind of raised out. Not a lot. It's like just a little bump in like a roughly circle shape, and it's kind of just like hanging off to the side. Sort of looks like a watch, honestly. Like a watch just formed out of the side of it. Yep. It immediately falls off and lands in your hand. It's a very simple watch. It's the same Vanta Black as all this other crap that's going on. It actually looks like the image that's on the Discord, but I'll show you one so you can see it bigger. I know I sent one not too long ago. Where is it? 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 Here it is. Ignore the background of this, but this is what it looks like. Like it's just got a whole bunch of random colors and crap on it. And as you mess with it, it kind of like changes and the picture like changes and morphs. And you recognize it. It's basically a like GPS image of the area around you. And you see right where you should be, there is a semicircle. Yep. It yeah. It like links and closes around your wrist. If you think about taking it off, it'll come off. It's not stuck on you. Yep. It does work quite like a GPS if you like pinch it in, it'll zoom it. Like kind of press it out, it'll zoom out. What are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna zoom out, zoom in? I'd say once you get around to like till it's like the entire US, you can see quite a few more of these symbols. It's like obviously where you are, there's a semicircle. All the way up in Alaska, there's another one. Symbol looks just like yours. Up, actually, it's not even in the U.S. It's in like just outside in like southern Canada. There's a circle, like a completely filled in circle. On the East Coast, there are two circles. Uh, South, I'd want to say like Louisiana area, there's going to be another circle. And also in New Mexico, there's another circle. Then there's probably, yeah, there's one in Chicago too. And also there are other symbols which are just rings. You got no idea what any of this means. You just going with the vibes at this point. You also notice that there are a few rings in Vegas. There's like one of them that is out on like a part of the city that's like abandoned, basically homeless encampment, where there are four of them. Actually, no, not four. There's eight of them all like grouped up, and then there's one by itself on another section of that part of the city. Hold on, I gotta use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Were you about to say something? Yeah. Yeah, there's two. Well, I mean, oh wait, holy crap, I forgot. There is also one more circle inside of Vegas. There's a circle, there's a group of rings that are like eight of them, and then there's one other ring that's by itself. What, the circle? Yeah. I mean, you're trying to use all your brain power here. It's like you could be Einstein, but he's not even going to be able to help you too much with this. But, if symbols mean anything to whatever this is, the semicircle is probably you. The circle might be like you, but a semicircle is more like a circle than it is a ring. So, you're going to go for the circle? Yep. All right. Let's say it's probably between all this and the body disposal, I'd say it's like maybe noon by now. I don't know when you got up, maybe like 8 or 9. As you go towards like just the it's just the other side of Vegas. Not like out of the city, but just like if you're on the west side, it's on the east side. As you get near this ring, and it just like disappears, like right off your map. Just blips out of existence. The last place you saw it, you can still go there and like check it out if you want. It was it's, it's still one of those like old rundown places, like an abandoned mall basically. You know, like a lot of kids come here, and maybe you've had to hide out here once or twice just to like do parkour and use it as like a makeshift skate park and stuff. But once you get here, you don't see anything out of the ordinary particularly. But you can go inside and check it out if you so choose. Probably like a handful of younger kids like skating around and everything. But you don't, I don't know, if you don't make any conversation with them, they're just gonna ignore you. You're just some old guy. Yep. Let's say right as you like go to look around, like, or I don't know. Why don't you give me? I guess I don't even know if this would be detection. Just roll me like a d20. Can we get the good roll? Ah, nice. Like right as you go to turn around, like you kind of, I guess your super speed sense kicks in because you know you gotta, your sense has got to be better when you're running that fast. You see, like kind of a weird sort of shimmering light on like the second floor of the mall, just in dead air, and a portal opens, and in slow motion you see a girl fall out. Hold on. Let me show you who you're looking at. About actually, how old is your guy? Yeah, you can guess your age, but it happens so fast. Who the hell knows? Where's my images? Uh, but I mean, slow motion, so you've got a little bit of time to make out details. Save. Yeah, this portal that's like basically the edges of it are like not rainbow, but at the same time, yes. It's like going through every color. Sort of like how you remember that bat going. So it like starts out red, goes to orange, yellow. It like it's like an RGB light, like the gamer lights. So like all within the span of like 2 seconds. That happens. She falls through screaming. And then another one opens right above the ground, and then she falls through it again, and that one disappears. Yep, but you saw that, and then just nothing. And you don't see the circle anymore, the filled in circle. The- There is absolutely nothing. Like if you hadn't been paying attention, you wouldn't even have known anything happened. Just yep, yep. I mean, there's still two other things you can check. Yeah. For this bit, you will actually need to roll a little intelligence, just 'cause like, what the hell is going on, man? Yeah, right as you walk out, you hear that same voice like repeat that phrase too. It's like telling you to make sure infused organisms create energy. You don't know what the hell an infused organism is, man. Yep. But you can oh wait, give intelligence though. I'll give you a bonus to this because you're a slide here. I'll say you got like a +2. Sneaky. You got a 13? Yeah. Okay. So you don't know what the hell that was. You think you saw a girl with the rainbow hair fall through a rainbow portal and then into another one. Who knows? Maybe someone gave you heroin or something when you weren't paying attention. But these symbols mean some weird shit is all you can figure out. I mean, you're a symbol on the watch. Wherever you go, that semicircle is right there on the watch, on the GPS. So, good guess that that means that's you. And I guess technically you are some weird shit now. But on the watch, there's 8 weird things and there's one weird thing. And if you don't know what you're dealing with, it might be better to go with the one instead of the 8. Because who knows, the 8 weird things could be 8 portal girls or like 8 bat demons as opposed to just one. Yep. So yet another rundown building. At least these things like aren't in the open because that would make everything worse. And it's just old abandoned gas station. Maybe a totaled car or something in the front. And whatever the ring symbol is in there. Yes. Smart. As you get back to the bus and yeah, grab your piece, you notice another symbol on your watch. This one's coming at you. This one is like how there's semicircles and circles. This one is a semi ring. It's like the ring from before, except it's only like cut in half, but still hollow on the inside. And it's coming right at you at a decent speed. Yep. Yeah. I'd say you got like two. You kind of cut out for a second. What were you saying? Yeah, pack a punch. Yeah. So I'll say you got like maybe two more actions to do before this thing gets to. If there's anything else you want to try. Mm, yep. Just say with the M4. Nice. All right. So as you're like you're not letting these things take you again. You're not losing any more limbs today. So as you like watch your watch to see what direction this thing is coming from, you get ready. And you don't really see anything until you kind of notice off in the distance, little blackbird. And then it's one of those things where it's like, is it small and far away, or is it small and up close? And you realize it's just small. It's not big. But as it gets closer, it's a bat. Which is weird because they're out in the daytime, doesn't really make any sense. But as it gets even closer, it just kind of lands and kind of skitter hops over towards you. It's a regular size bat. It's tiny. And it's just kind of skitter hopping over to your feet and like looking up at you. It hops down and it like chitters at you and looks at you. This one is also metallic, just like the big one, but it's like the actual size a bat should be. It's just kind of like hopping around, chittering. Do you do anything? Do you try to touch it or? Yep. It just huh? Yep. It just lets you poke it. Doesn't really react. Then it is going to kind of chitter hop away. Not really far, just like maybe a couple feet, and then it's gonna burst into flames. It's the same deal as the big one. It's like a big flare, RGB lights, except it's gonna grow bigger in size. Not massive, but large bird sized. And as the bright light fades, it's a bald eagle, a metal one. It's the right colors though. It's not Vanta Black anymore. It squalls at you. It's gonna hop up to you. And then it'll like hop and flap its wings and then like try to sit on your shoulder. Just making eagle noises. Just scare, scare. Yeah. It doesn't bite you or anything. It just allows the pets. It makes eagle noises. It's like the chirping kind of weird sound they make. It like cocks his head at you and then like hops up on your shoulder for a little bit and then just sits back on your shoulder. If you like look at your watch again, that circle that like led you to the teleporting girl, it's just like popping up all over the city. Like you'll see it disappear for a little while, then you'll see it like pop up somewhere else and then disappear again and then pop up somewhere else and then it'll be like gone completely. Yeah. I mean, from a distance, someone would think this was real. If you saw it flying, you'd probably think it was real. Once it gets close, you realize it's like a robot because it's all the colors are right, but the material, the texture is not. The ring, the thing you were going to before. Yep. It just follows you throughout. If it's not on your shoulder, it'll just be flying around above your head. It just gives you a little squall in response as you go into the abandoned gas station. Why don't you give me a stealth roll as you peek inside? So maybe you make a little bit of noise. As you look in, it takes your mind a second to process what the hell you're seeing because it looks like for a second you're like, is that a big freaking snake? But nope, it's not a big freaking snake. That is some sort of tail that is eye level with you with a sharp point. And then you realize as you follow it down, it's a big damn scorpion. It's It's about the body is uh, about the size of a go kart, and its tail is eye level with you. It does in fact see you, and it hits the click clacks. Yeah. All right. So. Oh, god dang it. Okay, well, now you roll speed to get on target. I don't think you can do times for this, but you just roll the d20 and you'll see what happens. Yeah, two is usually not very good, but that will actually. Oh crap! Does that get a bonus? Hold on, let me check your character sheet real quick. You were having a rough day with these rolls. I don't think it's angry at you specifically. Hold on. Did I not put your cybernetics in the thing? I thought I did. Whatever. For the time being, we'll just say that that two becomes a six. Even in your panicky state, you feel like that maybe thing in your spine is helping you be a little quicker. What's that noise? You good? All right. So let's have this thing roll and see if we can get below a six. Huh. Lucky you. I mean, it tries to like strike its tail at you, but maybe you get the gun up in time and block it. Yep. All right. What's the next plan here? You're not running. No. Okay. Yeah, you're still in the thing, the little gas station. All right. So another roll. That was it. The turns go together basically. Nice. So again with that spinal crap, you feel that 12 become gameplay wise a 36. So this is like the fastest you've ever drawn a gun before. And you can do the other roll for your marksmanship, which is just the accuracy. I'll roll, but it literally can't beat this unless it gets a nat 20. God damn! Alright, how much damage does a shotgun do on a 20? Also, I will count that. You now have a +1 for marksmanship. Or did I say you already had a +1? I don't remember. I feel like I did, so you're halfway to a +2. But I'll let you roll the points in a minute. So, he's getting better with guns. The muscle memory kicked in. Let's see. Shotgun damage. A D20. 150 damage. Yeah. This you just. I'm assuming you shoot this thing right in the eye. Yeah, just the front of it just kind of explodes and it just kind of falls dead. It kind of flinches and like snaps at you, but then it just falls dead. Yep. Yep. It squawks at the scorpion. It pecks at it, but it doesn't like actually try to eat it. Oh crap, it just occurred to me. You don't have the power that lets you like disintegrate these things. Well, we can see what you can do. What do you mean? Oh, it's not metal. This is organic. It's the same exoskeleton as a regular scorpion. You can assume it's like tougher in some sense. Like it did have some armor to it. Like I think I want to say it had like a D20 worth of armor, which didn't do anything because you did 150 damage and it only had 100 health. What if you brought like a knife or something? You can cut through it, but it's gonna take you a while. You just got the perfect shot off. You shot it right through the eye and destroyed its brain. Yep. Where did you get this machete from? No, I mean like where'd you buy it from or whatever? I'm assuming it's just like a hardware store, right? Yeah. You realize like trying to hack this thing up, like you're basically chipping your machete trying to get through the exoskeleton. If you like go like where it's leakest, like at the joints, you can like chop limbs off, but like just hack it right through the hard part is not doing much. Yeah, you can manage that. You know what? I would have had you roll intelligence for something, but that actually works decently well. It's still a bit of a struggle, but I will say with that, you kind of realize that maybe, like, obvious, it's not gonna be 100% bulletproof, but potentially, if you're not too grossed out by it, this could make a decent weapon and/or armor if you can't hack through it with your machete. I mean, obviously not the whole thing, but there's also a big freaking stinger probably full of venom. Yep. So maybe after an hour or two, probably more than that, because you don't really have the proper tools at first. You manage to hack this thing up into carrier weighable pieces without being suspicious. At this point, it'd probably be easier just to bring your bus here. Hmm. Yeah, maybe spend some time crafting. Probably can't make armor. I mean, you can make armor, but like not in one day. But you've got enough of it where it's like, oh, maybe I'll draw up a little blueprint or figure out what to do with this. Oh my god. You know what? Yes. It's jagged, it's not clean because you had to break it open using its own parts. But with enough super glue and resin, there's not much you can't do. So now the Doom machine is coming along. I mean, it's not. I mean, it might stop a small caliber bullet, but it's something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like people. I mean, you've broken it up enough that they can't tell it's a giant scorpion, but it doesn't look right. Something's off about it. About this weird, what's the word? Exoskeleton part that you've jury rigged onto the Doom machine. So with that, you realize that after you kill the scorpion, you hear the voice again, and telling you to like do that. I mean, it didn't tell you not to do what you just did, and your little eagle pet will be like tapping at your watch. I guess safe guess that one of these symbols is the infused organisms I was talking about. Whether it's you, whether it's the big freaking bug you just killed, whether it's the circles, the half circles, one of it's got to be that thing, right? And it didn't get mad at you, as far as you know, when you killed the big bug. So I guess that's not a bad thing. Kind of hard to tell at this point. But I don't know. If you want to ask it questions, whatever this thing is that's talking to you, you can try to do that. It repeats the same thing. Entity. Why don't you roll me? I guess this could just be intelligence. Yeah, more than likely it's something to do with the big bugs. And rough guesses, you know now that the rings more than likely equal big, if not bugs, big animals of some kind. And you remember that your little eagle buddy was a semi ring. So maybe the half shape means robot, which kind of checks out because you're a person and you're a half circle. So you're a cyborg. Whereas the full ring was an actual scorpion. So maybe the full circle is a person? But you don't know how that person relates to you or how those people. Yeah, yeah. You think you're ready for the time skip? Yeah. So basically, that was the plan. There's one in Vegas that won't hold goddamn still, so you can't find it. And that continues for a couple months. And then you notice that the one in Canada is kind of like moving all around. That one also moves really weirdly, and they're actually slowly gathering. Like first it kind of goes around to where you think Toronto is, then goes south to New York, where two other circles are, and then it'll go south again, like all the way to what's the word? God, I forgot the name of that state. Louisiana, picks up another circle. Now there's four of them. Goes back to Florida, then like goes back north again. Goes to New Mexico, where there was a circle, but that one disappears when they get close to it, and then only reappears like once they're far away from it. And they're just like there's a whole group of them. You're like, well, these are got to be something. They're really annoying, man. You can run fast, you can't teleport. These things are like going all across the country. Sometimes they'll just like completely disappear off the map for like weeks at a time and then show up in a completely different space. Yeah. Along the way, you might run into other of these kaiju, like the rings, that are just like out in the wilderness somewhere. I don't know. Would you try to fight another one? Or you're just like, I don't want any part of it. Huh? Yes. There is a what are those things called? God, I forgot. I had it and then I lost it. I'll tell you in a second. Hold on. What's I don't know. What states have you been to? Because it's like whatever you try to like get remotely close to these things, they just freaking disappear again. Well, not so much that when you get close to it, but it's like as soon as you like get locked onto a location, they either start moving or they just disappear entirely. Yeah. Wait, you went to New Mexico? Yeah, it's probably a Gila monster kaiju. Which I mean, it's not that hard to fight. They're very slow. It did try to spit poison at you, but you dodged it. Yeah. This one was definitely tougher, but you still managed it. But As time goes on, you learn more and more about these new legs. Like basically, they can shapeshift to a limited degree. It's like the mass isn't gonna change, but you can have little claws on the feet. You can have like a bigger claw on like your actual foot, or like just a straight up blade coming through your leg that you can use as a weapon. And you can also infuse them with plasma, like a lightsaber. As far as you can tell, it's unbreakable. You haven't ran into anything that puts a dent in this material yet. They also don't really get hot or cold. Like, you can detect hot and cold on them, but even if you put like boiling water on it, it doesn't hurt you, which is weird to feel something that's boiling but isn't hurting. It's an interesting sensation. I can't imagine what you did with the Gila monster. Maybe tried to turn it into a coat or something, or boots. Yeah, I guess you could kind of mix that with your little scorpion stinger thing. Oh my god, it's just black and orange. Uh, I'm looking up the stats for the last cyborg. Give me one sec. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, so 3, 5, 10, 6, 8. Yeah, 3. Oh wait, I did that wrong. 3, 5, 10, 11, 13. Hold on a second. Let me just do half. So you have, if you go into your character sheets on this training arc, you have 17 points to spend in this first section that has attributes. Basically, nothing can. I mean, you don't have to point it to everything right now, but nothing can be below 0 and nothing can be above 9. So, like, no minus ones, no zeros, no tens. I mean, you don't have to put points in everything right now, but like when you reach your max level, everything has to have at least 1 point, is how that works. With your build specifically, I would definitely put some stuff into speed. Because the way your bonus works is you roll for speed, whatever your bonus is, you times that, and then you times that by 3. So say if you're I like when I did your last encounter, I just like kind of cheated and said, okay, well, say your bonus is a +1. So then it would be a 20 times 1, which is 20, times 3, which is 60, for like if you got a nat 20. So I was like, whatever, I'll just say he has that. So if it was a 2, whatever you roll times 2, and then times 3. The absolute quickest way to rank up is to make everything times 5, but you don't have to because I'm going to be giving you like points to roll anyway. Yeah, only in this first section that says attributes. The part that says bonus attributes, ignore that for now. As you go, as you drive across the country, scamming and cheating and lying, and stealing your way to find out these whatever these mysterious circles are. Take some time to train, figure out your new legs, They can do quite a few things. Like I said, they can form the claws. Obviously, they make you faster. The little blades they can form can have like plasma running through them, and they can also change, not shape, but yeah, shape. But you kind of learn this on accident. They can basically turn into like liquid and gas. When it's liquidy, it's kind of weird because you're like a big snake or whatever, kind of hard to move. When it's gas, it's you really can't do much of anything. It's just like a fog, and you just have like little stubs. Like if you make it so it's like part of only like a small section of it is turning into gas, it's like you get it's like a smoke effect behind you, but it doesn't accomplish too much for you. And all of this is still the Vanta black color, so it would be like black smoke or like kind of a black watery thing behind you. But within like a certain mass limit, you can kind of shape them into whatever shape you want. But since you've been trying to track down these little circles, the voice leaves you alone. It's when you start doing like side quests that it starts bothering you again. So why don't you describe your training arc a little bit as you get stronger and faster and better? Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah. Even if you like go towards them and they like screw off to the other side of the country, if your intention is to find them, it doesn't really bother you. When you like stop and like try to do your little roadside scams, then it like if you do that, basically if you get off task for like more than a couple days, it'll start bothering you again. Yeah. It seems that like your muscle memory has definitely improved since this whole thing started. Like I mean you were never uncoordinated, but like just picking up skills like whenever you practice your little card tricks. Like now when you do your little trick shots, it seems more like once you've gotten it down once you can almost repeat it a lot easier. Pretty damn fast. To the point where you might actually like want to wear goggles or a motorcycle helmet when you really cut loose. Just 'cause bugs, man. I will say with your with your +5 for speed, did you spend all your points? I haven't really checked the math. Is that all of them? 5, 10, 14, 15, 17. Yeah, that's all your points.